Hi, I'm David Allen, and cloud computing, what the heck is that? You know, so what? So what in cloud computing and GTD? Well, you know, in one sense, cloud computing, frankly, my computer's a cloud. So whether it's in here or up there, I don't care. You know, essentially, you don't want to confuse what's the technology and what's the methodology. The methodology, frankly, it doesn't matter where it is. I have a good friend and a client who's been in the cloud a long time with GTD. Basically, doesn't matter where he is. He keeps all of his lists, keeps everything up there somewhere, so he can tap into any computer wherever he is. The only problem is on a plane, and he says that's the only time he can sleep anyway. So he's fine. He's fine to just tap in wherever he wants to get to the cloud, to get to his lists. So again, a lot of GTD is just good list management. So you know, if you can build in the sophistication of what the GTD process is into any kind of a list management process, you know, that's cool. You know, I think one of the problems in the cloud is that it's by its very nature doesn't have the sophistication yet, at least the stuff that I've seen, that could do something like eProductivity can on my desktop. And that's, once I'm used to that, it's like I'm not interested in the cloud. You know, I'm much more interested in having the power at my hands. Now that said, I keep watching because it would be very, very, very cool to not be tied to this piece of hardware and to be able to have that stuff virtually out there. So if we can get GTD built into the cloud, you know, and a lot of people have tried to look at, okay, how do we do that? But I think you need to have a real core understanding of what GTD is. Once you do that, well, it's like, sure, stick it in the cloud. That'd be ultra way cool. You know, I'll use this opportunity to say, listen, guys, everybody's going, everything's getting smaller, everything has to go mobile, everything has to go mobile. And I go, yeah, and I'm waiting till it gets bigger. So I'm going to be prophetic right now and say, all you guys building everything for those little tiny things, well, in function follows form, that means everybody's thinking littler and littler and littler. And I want to be able to walk up to the wall and go, hi, and the whole wall lights up, and I get to think and move stuff around and work and think that way. So when that gets cloud enabled, and then we can then build it down and connect it to all the tools that we're working with. But that's what's sort of intriguing me. So obviously, if the cloud is helping support the ability to wirelessly connect all of these different kinds of things and to be able to integrate a lot of, you know, miscellaneous things and keep it live and so forth, yeah, cool. You know, that's great. But I'd make a big thing out of it, call anybody that can implement GTD in any kind of a format that the market and the world thinks they want to use to be able to keep them in touch so they don't have to carry stuff around and they can access stuff virtually wherever they are in the world. Absolutely. If we can build in tools that are going to help them enable that productive thinking. But again, until you get GTD or something like eProductivity along with it, you're still just managing flat list of you know, frankly, most people's to-do list are incomplete list of unclear things. So the cloud, all the cloud's going to do is just give you something else to bother you. You know, if you don't get this. Sorry, I'm old and cranky, so, you know, that's the direct shot. So the cloud ain't solving anything, just like this computer didn't solve anything. But it certainly can be an elegant platform, especially if the world thinks that's where it's going. And obviously, there's a lot I still don't know about it, so I'm very, very open and excited to see what's coming down the pike.